Hello, hello. Hey, my name is Faraz, he, him, and I just wanted to actually introduce myself. And a lot of y'all have known me from my handheld series of me just making stop motions in public places, mostly in transit systems. And then I'm also just making more surreal, I guess, animations, either in short animations, some glitch, some short films. Um, yeah, but I want to make a YouTube. So I'm making a YouTube. And if you're watching this video, it might be on YouTube. um, I think it's something I've been thinking about for a while, as in a few years, just because posting art on social media, you see it once, maybe you go back to it, and then it's gone. Post it on your website, but you just need to get people to go to your website. So I'll just actually talk about it here. But yeah, so I've been working on my art since 2020 more seriously. Before that, I've always loved sculpting. In my undergrad, I really focused on sculpture, and then had my senior thesis in art as a stop motion film, or a bunch of stop motion shorts, which was super cool. I didn't know that could have been an option for me at all as someone who likes sculpting. What happened was it was the pandemic. I got sent home from the studio. I had a little bit of kneaded eraser, which is the clay that I use, and I had my phone, and I was like, if I could make this move, that would be pretty cool. And then I was watching Robot Chicken, and I was like, yeah, I could do that. And then I went ahead and did it, which was really cool. It was fun, and it's still just an incredibly interesting medium to me. Just seeing how, if sculpture is something that contains or to me, sculptures define space. Video is defined by time. It's a very interesting overlap when you're making hundreds of little sculptures to fit into a video. Yeah, time is cool, space is cool. I really liked Pokemon. Gen 4 was great, and this just feels like that, kinda. um, but yeah, I think, yeah, I was up in Rochester, upstate New York for my undergrad, went to Utah, Salt Lake City for a grad school program. I ended up just not liking it all. And over there I was able to focus a lot on my art, except I was doing woodworking at the time. I kind of felt pressured to make art that looks like art, if that makes sense, and just take very classical forms, little shapes. I'll have some little pictures here and there. And just since I had a lot of time, woodworking was an option. But after 2-ish years of that, I messed up my hands a lot. From either just insanely dry skin, random small nicks and cuts, and then just grip strength is kind of wrecked now. Yeah, I still get hand cramps when I hold things, but that's what it is. After that, headed back home, originally from DC. Yeah, I'm from DC. I'm an Iranian American too, if that adds to anything. Right now, I'm sure it means stuff. But yeah, moved back home to DC, worked on my stop motion animations, job applications, got a job in New York, New York City, moved here. I've been living here since 2024, January 2024, so just over 2 years, and went into stop motion fully. So like I want to talk about the handhelds in like a separate video, but just to talk about it briefly, um, my roommate, I like just brought some clay on the train once and then just like tried making something. I showed it to my roommate at the time, and she was like, "Yeah, you need to do this every day." And I was like, Sure, you know what, sure." And I did, and now it's like almost 600 days of like doing it mostly daily. There might have been like 5 days I've missed. I just listen. I do what I can, you know. Um, but yeah, that is kind of context on that, and my little history. I have like a bunch of cool art stuff coming up soon, which I'm gonna talk about. There's a lot of stop motions I want to already talk about that have already been made. I think, yeah, I've made, since I moved here, I've made short films. I've gotten into like group shows. I've had small like, or like very curated shows with artists I'm incredibly good friends with, artists I'm still meeting. Yeah. I'm trying to think. I made a book too. That was crazy. Which also we'll talk about that eventually. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot. This is still my first YouTube video, you know. So I'll give it a bit. And yeah. No, I'm just gonna. I think I want this place to just be somewhere I can talk about my art more, and then also chop this up into some content because I'm trying to get a little something going on. Yeah. So thanks everyone for following along. And I'm excited to share more art with y'all and talk about it. Yeah, subscribe to my newsletter and follow me everywhere. Thanks, y'all. So, I also wanted to do like, I love those Instagram and YouTube videos about like, oh, like talking to myself in the past and the future. And now that I have autonomy, I'm gonna do that. So, yeah, I'm gonna start with a message to the me 5 years ago. I'm 27 now, so that would be 22, still living in Rochester, senior year of college, COVID year. I got a graduation, so yeah, it was a really stressful time. I was able to have fun for sure, but there were a lot of people in my life, and I really liked all of them, but I just didn't know how to manage all that, so it was really hard. Yeah. For some context, I'm gonna start the message now. So, hey, you made it, more or less. The next 5 years, well, you're stressed now. That's fine. You're stressed. You hate that COVID is like messing with everything. You really are getting into stop motions. You're gonna love it. You really will. It's so. It's still, after 5 years, it's still really cool. But just learn that like that is art. Like it's not just like a fun little craft or like a cute visual. Like no, you can make it art, and you will. Yeah, you have so many friends right now too, and it is kind of making you go insane actually, because you just want to hang out with everyone, but there's a pandemic, and you're also like doing so much stuff right now. You're like leading two like organizations around allyship. You're you're in a frat. you 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 end up, out of all the people in your frat, five of them, three of them are still like consistently in your life, and then there's five more that you're in a meme chat with. That's okay. That's so okay. It's actually for the best. It was so worth it though. You really do love those days. Like you didn't peak in college, but like you got really close. Happened. Um, you also don't know what you want to do with your life. You're only 22. It's okay. You don't have to know. You'll, yeah. Um, and you think game design is where you want to go. It kind of is. You know you like art. That's not a question. You just want to learn how to make money with your art. Yeah, you won't like game design one bit. Turns out you don't like working on art with a team. Um, and you end up moving to Salt Lake City, Utah, which ends up being some of the most miserable years of your life. But you go on a lot of walks, which is actually really helpful. You like completely re-understand like who you are, what it means to like meet people. Oh yeah, you also lose all your social skills when you're living there. I don't know why. You just don't like the people there. And you were so like you were the social butterfly on campus. Like everyone knew. It felt like everyone knew me. It feels like everyone knows you, but you're not. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Um, you lose all those skills. I think from college there's seven people that you're still in touch with, and like, dude, you love them, man. Like they grow up with you, in some of the best ways. I like really appreciate that. There's friends you lose touch with, some in a good way, some in a sad way. Um, yeah, you see war, you do see a lot of violence, and it wrecks you. It's great fuel for your art. I will say, once you are in that isolation period, you have like of Salt Lake City, you just see the world differently when you're so far away from everything. Um, but also because of that, you are just online and you end up making like friends from Twitter by posting your art. Also, that's sick. You're one of your like besties living here is from Twitter. That's so cool. I think it's cool at least, but I'm 27 and you're 22, so maybe it's the age gap, age difference thing. It is really cool though. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine, but you gotta push through. Like it's gonna be hard. You're gonna completely relearn how to be yourself. You still are relearning that. Like I'm still trying to get back to who I was pre Utah, but I've become such a better person um, since then. So, and your art is sick off the bat. Take care of yourself. That's it. I'll see you in like 5 years and it'll be great. Okay, so now for my message to 5 years me in the future. Hey, buddy. Hey. I I lost my job like a month ago, and money is still scary as a concept. Um, what the hell, dude? Why did I spend years of my life getting degrees that I don't know if I even liked. I have a debt which I just don't comprehend. I still don't understand how credit cards work, and they've been explained to me from in multi-generationally. Uh, I just want to make art full time. When does that happen? Please make this happen in 5 years. I can't I can't do this 9 to 5 stuff, man. Like, yeah, this past month I haven't had a job, and it's been amazing. But these bills are coming up, and someone's got to pay them. So hopefully you do. Yeah. I don't know. I am happy with my art, but I really hope I can just be great, you know, or I hope I get to be one of the greats. I know 5 years is not a long time, but I hope I'm at least on the scoreboard by then. How many more days of handhelds do I do? Am I getting in an agency? Do I work galleries? Can I do both? Do I get to fall in love yet? Or am I still just like moving that goalpost? Um, what's, do I have any more breaking points? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. I have a residency in a few weeks. Is that what it takes to just change everything? How many more astrology readings will I do till I get to a place where I don't need to feel obligated to do them? Yeah, this is like pretty hard to manage, but you know what? We'll cross these bridges. I will get to these 5 years. I'm hoping everyone's healthy, hoping I'm healthy, and in just like a better place. I love my apartment right now, though. If you lose it, the next one I hope still has a washer and dryer. That was a flex. But yeah, I just don't know how long I gotta wait. I know it's not a waiting game, and I need to apply myself more. I'm so tired all the time. Yeah, I'll get there. I'll get there. I hope I get to meet more people and make sure all my old friends are doing just fine and we can just thrive together. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.